are getting ready to head onto the road. I saw a bird. We're going to be getting on the road to head to the Round Rock area for our homeschooling convention. We are excited. Carl is currently in the house getting me some Aleve because I have a feeling I'm probably going to need some this weekend. But yeah, we're excited and can't wait. We made it! We checked in. Are you ready?
Let's do it.
Already chaos, which is not our favorite.
But we survived.
We did. So now we're gonna head over to our Airbnb, try to check in, and then come straight back over here because we are volunteering tonight. Aww. Hey.
Hey.
How freaking cute is this? We are back to our Airbnb from 4 hours of volunteering at the convention. So what was really neat about this homeschooling convention is that you could volunteer for 4 hours and get your family pass for the weekend for free. So that's what we ended up doing. And we worked, I think it was actually one of the first shifts that was available. I don't remember. But anyway, we did a 4-hour shift and we both helped out with the registration area. And then Carl ended up kind of getting taken around and he bounced for a bit and then he helped people find where they were going and he was all over the place. So I really don't even know all the things that he did. But I was just able to help people get their registration stuff. So it was good. I'm glad that we did it. I'm exhausted and ready to rest for the evening and actually finally look at all the things that we got to plan for tomorrow. So yeah, that's all I have for now. I will check back in with y'all tomorrow. Friday. I don't know if was this day 2 or day 1.
Official day 1, but registration usually is.
Yeah, we registered yesterday and didn't get to go see any of the workshops yet or the exhibition hall. So this is technically our day 1, but I guess it's technically day 2. So I don't know. Our day 1 of convention. So we are on our way, and the way they have it set up is you go to different workshops throughout the day. They're like an hour-long slot, and there's a 30-minute break in between. So they have things listed out. Some of them are like tagged for different like tracks, like a teen track, or if you're doing like classical education. There's a few Charlotte Mason ones. There's just like a parenting one, or like parenting like group of workshops. I think there's a couple other ones too. But anyway, so we went through the list last night and picked ones that sounded interesting to us. We're used to other conventions where they like give you like the name of the workshop, and then on like maybe another page they actually kind of gave you like a little synopsis of what it would be about. So I think that would be helpful. But so we're just basically going off of just what the name of the workshop is. So we'll see if we end up staying in them or not. But we've got one picked for every session except for one that we'll probably end up getting some food during that time, because it's pretty busy day. Yeah. Anything you're looking forward to today, sweetie?
Learning.
That's
It's educational.
no. I guarantee that's not your real answer. I'm looking forward to just learning, and like Carl said, but I'm actually being legit about it. Crazy kid. Yeah, we'll just see how it goes. Well, we'll catch up with y'all later. Hey,
Hello.
we're back. Today was a lot
It was a lot.
and exhausting.
Very. But good.
Yes.
It was good.
Yes, and we got a coffee. I got coffee, and Carl got his energy drink around 4:30. Like got us through the last class that we went to. So yeah, it's been really good. Let's see, we went to, I'm looking at my paper here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.5
Yeah.
workshops.
Well, 5 in like 10 minutes of one.
So 5.25. We get that?
Sure.
So yeah, we started the morning going to a workshop with a gentle feast, but it was like about Charlotte Mason and kind of like her philosophy and how you can apply that to what you're doing. So that was really good.
It was.
Yeah.
It was informative.
Yeah, because Carl hasn't learned. I mean, you haven't done a whole lot of like
No.
diving into that like way of thinking and educating.
Right.
So that was good. And then we did an interesting workshop about American exceptionalism, which was really interesting, eye-opening, and I want to buy this gentleman's book, but I'm afraid to go talk to him and actually buy it. And Carl is giving me a hard time about it. It's a lot. The exhibition hall is huge.
It is. It's very, yeah, it's just
Overwhelming.
A lot to take in.
And loud, and anyway, so.
But I will say that we're going there and we didn't see him, and she's like, "Oh man, he's not there. We can't get it." And then we walk a little further, and I saw him. And I was like, "Oh no, he is here.
And I
You can
chickened
get
out.
it." And then she's like, "But I don't want to talk to him. I'll just get it on Amazon."
I chickened out. Maybe tomorrow we'll try
I'm
again.
going to try again tomorrow to
Try
get her to
again
do it.
tomorrow. And then we went to a workshop. This gentleman, his name is Martin Cawthron, I think is how you pronounce his name. And we talked about like wonder and children's works and like poetry and just how important they are, which was like so good.
Yes.
Totally my jam.
Very.
Not as exciting for Carl.
No. I was tired. No, it was good information. Not necessarily, like, that's what we were talking about. Like, it wasn't necessarily new information for us, but definitely
It affirms.
reaffirms like what kind of how we've been looking at it, what we've been doing, what we've done in the past, what we're looking at doing. So, just kind of reiterates the importance of it.
Yes. And then we took a long lunch, which was good.
Yes.
Downstairs, we're at the Kalahari Resort. That's where the convention's at. So we're not staying there.
That's
obviously. Not where we're at. But they have this like cantina type thing downstairs, and that was really good. And then we went back upstairs, and we listened to the same gentleman, but this time it was about 12 books
for boys.
Yeah, 12 great books for boys, and it's like things I never even thought of. Carl was affirmed of his affinity for westerns.
The guy opened up with John Wayne.
Oh yeah,
knowing more about westerns and stuff, and spouted off some John Wayne movies and some actors in the John Wayne movies, and he really got my attention.
I know. We already liked him, and then we left there. Carl was a big fan.
There was something he said at the beginning, and I jokingly was like, "Man, I don't like this guy." It was like the one of the very first sentences he said.
Maybe.
Not even about the topic. Like,
yeah.
It was just in conversation.
Yeah, I remember now it was.
I was like, I don't like this guy. But then like 2 minutes later, he starts talking about John Wayne. I'm like, yeah, I like this guy.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was good. It was just, I think he ended up giving us more than 12 books.
Yes.
Or maybe it was like 10 books
more than
and
12
like
books.
15 authors.
Yeah. It's been funny because we both now have lists of books that we want to read. Carl's being mostly like the fiction and and then I have all these other ones that are just like
educational.
Yeah, I have a list.
But yeah, it was more like the not fantasy fiction and just more real characters, real stories.
Yeah, pirates and
I mean some based on true events, some just fictional, or I guess complete fictional.
Yeah.
But definitely his point of view was like just kind of staying away from the fantasy part of it.
And it was just and his whole thing was like it needs to have magic and be enchanting, which was really like not magic in the sense of like
sorcery,
fantasy,
magic.
but just like to catch the awe and catching the attention. So
just well written.
Yeah.
A lot of classical stories and. But
yeah. And then we went to a workshop it was called 5 Core Habits to Help Your Child Learn Anything, and it was with a lady from Classical Conversations, which is a really great program that we've looked at in the past for our boys.
We've had lots of friends do it.
Yes.
Or are doing it, are part of it.
Yes, and it was a very intriguing and very interesting methodology. But we were tired.
That was our quarter session that we made it.
And at the very beginning, she was like, okay, turn the people around you and do X, Y, Z. And we were both like, no.
I was having a hard time staying awake. It just wasn't the right time. Had nothing to do, us walking out had nothing to do with the course. Or because the presenter was the actual founder.
Yeah, the founder of Classical,
And so, like, it had nothing to do with the topic or the curriculum or anything like that. It was just the wrong time to try to talk and...
It hit hard.
Things, yeah.
we were so tired. And
felt bad for leaving, but...
I know. Well, what's weird, too, is that the convention center is so cold. And I feel like you go from, like, hot to really cold, and it's just...
They're doing a good job by keeping the air down with all the movement and the people and the doors opening and stuff.
And that room had a lot of people in it.
But that room was almost full.
Yeah.
And so with the doors, and it was a smaller room. And so it was nice and cool when we got there. But then they shut the doors.
Yeah, it was.
And the heat and the exhaustion.
I know, we fancy today, y'all. Fancy. But yeah, so we did bow out of that one. But and then we ended up going to one last one, and it was a gentleman that was talking about this. Oh, that's our signal to start putting dinner in the oven. We went to HEB because we're so cool like that. But we went to this gentleman talked about this company called Brave Books, which Carl and I've been having conversations about on the way home and stuff. But we got us thinking and talking and stuff. So, but yeah, that's been our day. And we just got back from HEB. We picked out some things to have for dinner, and we're just gonna chill out here. Probably talk more to each other about what we learned today.
Definitely have some more conversations about the day's events and topics,
and try to plan for tomorrow.
Yes,
because it'll be another long day. But yeah, so far I think it's well worth it. I mean, considering that we're getting to experience all this stuff for free.
Yeah.
Since we volunteered and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, as we said yesterday, I don't think I was on the video yesterday.
I don't think you were yesterday either. Yeah.
I didn't get out of this one. Like we were talking about yesterday, just between us even, it was a good experience to volunteer and to kind of help out with everything, get the lay of the land, kind of behind the scenes a little bit, which is my bread and butter. I like being behind the scenes. So like just getting to experience that and then attend the conference for free from that point on it's been definitely well worth it, just the first day.
Yeah.
Like we said, a lot of good information. The people are seem very knowledgeable, and they have it down.
Yeah, it's been good. So that's all from us tonight.
It's time to eat.
We gotta go put our food in the oven. We will see y'all tomorrow.
Till next time.
Bye. Convention day 2, full day 2, actually day 3.
Full day 2.
Time doesn't matter. Are you ready?
Yeah. I'm sure it'll be as fantastic as yesterday. So.
Yep.
Looking forward to the topics we picked out today.
Yep. We're tired, but we shall push through.
Oh yeah.
Here we go.
Yep. Till later.
Morning. It is Sunday. Y'all did not get a recap yesterday because we fell asleep. For real though, we got back from the final day of our homeschooling convention, and we had bought some different things, and so Carl was reading through these books that we had purchased, and then I was working on the boys' reading lessons for our first term. And Carl ended up falling asleep on the couch. I started getting really tired, and so we both just fell asleep, and I think we napped for almost 2 hours. Yeah, 2 hours. Carl is currently loading up the vehicle, so you will hear doors and things and all that good stuff. Like that right there. Ooh, and that light was great. Oy, oy, oy. Kids got jokes. Kids got jokes. So anyway, yeah, we took a nap for like 2 hours. Then we went to In-N-Out, which we don't have back in San Angelo, and we grabbed some dinner, and we played a little bit of Pokemon Go, and we came back and ate said dinner, and then I finished up the reading stuff for our term for the most part, which I will be sure to share later when I have everything available to show you. Because it wasn't very difficult. and you can do it too. But after that, we did our second installment of our current Hunt a Killer series. If you're not familiar with that, it's a subscription box that comes to your door once a month, and you are given this case, and you're trying to figure out who done it type of a thing, and you get. Are you laughing at me?
Who done it?
Who done it? You get little artifacts and evidence, and it's really well done, actually. The geek in me loves it. And Carl does too. Because if you don't know, Carl used to be a criminal justice person, all the things criminal justice, and wanted to be like a undercover FBI person thing. I don't know. But so anyway, we really enjoyed it. And then after that, we went to sleep. Because that took a while. That was our second one. So the first and the second, I feel like, take the longest because you're establishing the storyline and the character and you get the autopsy, you get all this stuff, and so it just takes a while to read through it all. So 3 through 6, I think, will be a lot easier, especially now that we have eliminated one of the suspects. But we'll see. Anyway, back to the homeschooling convention. So we ended up leaving the Airbnb, which we're at right now, about to leave. We ended up leaving a little bit later than we planned, so we got there. The first workshop started at 8:30, and we didn't get there till almost 9. So, and I did want to listen to it. It was this this woman who has an art program, which I'm going to be doing my own research and Googling and finding out more about it because it intrigued me. But it's okay. It's not a big deal. So we missed that one. And let's see, after that, we split up. It was our first time to split workshops, and Carl went to one that was put out. It was a class by Trail Life, which, if you haven't heard of Trail Life, it's, from what I understand, is similar to Boy Scouts, only it is Christ-centered. So Carl went to that, and there was like a foreword by Phil from the Duck Dynasty family, and they all got a book for going. It's actually, the book is adorable. I would show you, but Carl, I put it in the car. It's super cute. Maybe I'll do a recap of the books. That'd be a good video. The books that I want to read now, or that I have now because of going to convention. I think that would be a really interesting story or movie video thing. Anyway, so he went to that one, and then I went to a class. It was called, listen to this, it's called Color the Water Blue, Hippos Don't Have to Be Gray, and Other Bits of Wisdom for Moms and Dads of Pre-K through 2nd graders. And it was a very encouraging class. Carl actually ended up coming in toward the end of it because his ended earlier than mine did. But if anything, she was kind of just giving her wisdom of like 30 years in education, including public school, as well as, rearing up her own children in homeschool. And essentially, it just kind of like reaffirmed everything that I feel and believe in when it comes to schooling children just in general, not even just homeschooling. And so that was really good. And she gave me some ideas of things I'm going to tweak a little bit with what I currently did. I'm not buying anything new, not doing anything like that, but just I want to add some hands-on components for our sight words and word families, which I'm sure you will see in our weekly vlogs this fall. And then I also was encouraged to throw out the report card that I had made. And just, I really wanted to incorporate some accountability for myself, but listening to her talk, and I just feel more at peace about I don't have to prove anything to anybody, including myself, and we're just gonna have a fun time. So I'm going to be chunking that. So yay. And then we went and had lunch. They had a little pizzeria there at the Kalahari. And so it was really good pizza, actually. We did that. And then we had a bit until our next workshop, so we just hung out. Let's see. And then we were supposed to split. Oh wait, no, I missed one. Just kidding. Before we went to that workshop, we went to another one. I forgot this page. I'm looking at my little book, and I was thinking this was the first one of the day, but it's not. This is the first one we went to of the day. So actually, before those we split, we went to a class by a gentleman from Focus on the Family. His name is Daniel Huerta. And the talk was called Raising Contributors Rather Than Consumers in God's Kingdom. And he's a psychologist, right?
I mean, yeah, he had a family.
Yeah, he had a practice. And anyway, he did this dissertation, and it basically was about contributors versus consumers. And his argument was that as a society, Christians alike, that we are consumers. Like, that's kind of how we are wired. Clearly, I mean, even not even within the realm of buying things or like having to have things, it comes down to relationships as well. It's like he was like challenging us, like, you know, how when you enter a room, when you see people, like, are you looking to contribute to their lives? Are you looking to be able to like pull from them? Or like, it was just such a great way of thinking about relationship. And his whole thing was encouraging you within your family and how you can build up a system into your home to where you are basically instilling ways to be a contributor. And a lot of it came down to just like, you know, listening to your kids and being honest and open with them. And, you know, as an individual, being able to be willing to apologize. And like, he had a little thing where he encouraged you to like write notes around your house. Like, his was like on your bathroom mirror, because that's where kids will look at themselves. And then like, you would write something about that you find good about them. Like, I really love your smile. Like, it doesn't have to necessarily even be like a character thing, but just like anything that would make them feel good about themselves. There's a whole lot more with that. I don't have my notes, but it was very good and all rooted in scripture. And actually, he was saying that they're working on a program from this dissertation that will release sometime in the year through Focus on the Family, and it'll be free. And it'll be something that you can actually, even like churches can like teach, or like you can go through with like your book club or whatever. So it was very edifying, and I really, really enjoyed that. So that was actually first that morning. And then we went to the 2 classes, and then we had lunch. Okay, so now in the afternoon, we went to a talk with the CEO of Trail Life, and he kind of broke down, his talk was called Raising Godly Boys, the 4-step proven process for growing boys into godly men. And essentially he has these, and this is available on the Trail Life site too, and in their publications and stuff, but it's the 4 areas where boys are kind of being, I don't know, like not crippled, but just like how society is not fulfilling them in the current way things are. And he like broke down the 4 things. He had a story to go with it and everything. But and ultimately we kind of were just interested in learning more about Trail Life and what it had to offer, because we've been looking at doing Boy Scouts for the boys, but I've been encouraged not to do it this kindergarten year because there's not a whole lot for them to do. But then, you know, learning more about Trail Life and kind of what how theirs works and stuff. It was a really good chat, and it was very eye-opening, and we enjoyed it. And then we were supposed to go to another, and then there was like a closing presentation, like special event. But I wasn't feeling good. I don't know if it was just like all the weekend exhaustion. Carl was exhausted. Like, we were tired. So that's when we came back here, and then you know the rest of the story. We fell asleep, and we got up, and we got dinner, and it was good. And then this morning we slept in till almost 9 o'clock. So I don't know, it's been nice. I woke up and Carl was cleaning the kitchen, putting things away, and just doing all the normal things he does. Yeah, so we are loaded and getting ready to head out. So that's kind of what our weekend looked like. I think I am going to do a video of all the books that we now on my reading list and on Carl's reading list, and that we got from this weekend. I think that'd be an interesting video. Yeah, I think that's all. I think I'm going to end it here. So if y'all have any questions or comments, let me know. Open book. All right, y'all be blessed. Bye.